I was just talking about what I was talking about is about our relation with our family members, especially with our dad and with our mom. So I was just saying that how much courtesy you should show. You must, whenever in class also, whenever I talk to you all, I always ask you whom do you love more, your dad or your mom? But I know you love both of them. Loving is not the only aspect over here. Showing your care for them is also very important, and that is called relations. So that's what I said. Whenever you talk to your parents, even when you argue with your parent, it shows your love for him, for her, for your mother. So when you argue or when you obey or when you just go and hug them or just go and kiss them, it shows the relation between you and your siblings or to your family members, your parents especially. So you should have this care for all the people around you. So there are different ways of showing your love for each and every member in your family and your relations. This will help you to come out as a good member, and it is a very positive vibration. So this helps us not only in the relation with our family members, but also in our growth, our personal growth will be very good outside, and we have a special bonding with everybody, and this compulsory, it is something which is going to help us to develop ourselves in our whatever we are doing in our career, as a student, as a teacher, or as your parent, whatever work he is doing. So that bonding, without a bonding in the family, a family is not a family. That is the thing which our author here, our Assami author Yashi Dorji, he is trying to elevate us about the simple things which will help us to grow from one height to another height. Got it? So just go through the lesson again. I'll just go forward with it. So all this you should picturize. A motion picture should go on in your brain. Now we come back to this. We were walking up a narrow hilly road, and neither of us uttered a word. Uttered means said a word. As if we were strangers, we spoke different languages. So after taking some liquid health drink from here, 3 kilometers from our home, and actually the son also says that from his home he became very tired to walk 3 kilometers because it was a hilly region. But the same hilly region, the father also walked, and he walked with the luggage, with the trunk of his sons. Just remember, he did not have any tired feeling. Still he cared for his son. He thought his son is more tired than him, and he wanted his son to take rest. And after taking rest, they walked again to the bus stop, which is called Direng. There they have to go. That is their destination. Now, so when they went there, they did not. While they were walking together, they did not talk to each other. Like strangers, they walked. From time to time, it crossed my mind that it was improper for me to let father carry the luggage. So, as he was walking behind his father, he thought that, my God, my father is carrying my luggage. My father should not carry my luggage. He was just thinking. I wanted to tell him that I would like to carry the trunk myself, but my guilt, that my feelings, ashamed feelings and shame did not allow me to do so. He wanted to tell his father, Father, let me carry my trunk. But he did not say, because he felt offended. Why should I carry the trunk? I am an officer. I am so much studied. I have such a good qualification. I am not supposed to carry the trunk. Again, that type of feeling stopped the son to tell his father that he wants to carry the trunk. This self-consciousness had probably to do with my education, the white-collar job that I had, or quite simply my pride. So there were many things attached to my ego, pride and ego. I am so proud of myself that I am doing a big officer job, or that I am very much qualified. Why should I carry? My father is illiterate, let him carry. That is the thing which I should not get it. But I had got, and I did not allow myself to help my father. Then where is the relation? Son and father's relation? Somehow I had the feeling that if I carried the luggage, my father and my people, in fact, the whole world would laugh at me and I would be belittled. Belittled means become small. I had some inner feeling. Heart is there, no? In that heart, a small feeling is there. That if I carry my luggage, my trunk, all the people will laugh at me. So I did not tell my father that I will carry my luggage. Father had provided for my education and I had been able to release his dreams. My father worked hard. I know that the son knows that his father worked very hard to give him education. And the son says that he has fulfilled the father's dreams. My parents were truly proud of me. It was through me that they had earned a greater degree of admiration, praise and respect from the villagers. See, one more thing he is saying over here. He admits, the son admits that his father has worked hard and gave him good education. But he says, because the son has received the education properly and got a good job, he has given great respect to his parents with the help of the villagers. He says because of his education, because of his job, the villagers are respecting my parents. Did you see that feelings which are there, which are just confusing the son? That's the point. Just think about those points. My father would not like to see me carrying now another type of feeling. One, the ego feeling. The other, he thinks he'll become a stupid if he carries a trunk. And now another feeling. My father would not like to see me carrying a trunk on my back and would be very hurt if I did so. Now there is another, a triangle type of thoughts. He feels that if I carry my father's trunk, if I carry my own trunk, my father will feel. So let my father carry. See, these are number of thoughts which is not allowing the son to respect or to care his father by taking the trunk from him. Father was used to carrying luggages anyway. Father is a villager. He always carries luggage. So let him carry. I am not a villager. I am educated. How can I carry that luggage? He was stronger and more skilled than I in these matters. So he tries to solve his own confusion. He gives answers to his own confusion. He says, my father is better to carry the luggage. So let him carry. And he is used to it. I had never got used to physical labor, having stayed in hostels right from my childhood. I studied in town in hostels. I cannot carry luggage. So let my father carry because he is used to it and I am not used to it. We rest. So in spite of youth and strength, I was physically useless. So he blames himself because though he is young, youth means young. He was young and he is an able body. He has lot of strength than his dad. But he says that I am not used to such carrying luggages. So there is no need for me to carry. I continued walking silently with father. We rested at 2 places on the way and had our tiffin, but we hardly talked. Hardly means barely talked. Though we were taking the journey simultaneously, but we never talked to each other. We never communicated to each other. Just I was only thinking. Something was going in my head. And whatever was going in my head, whatever reasons were there, I tried to justify myself that my father is the right person to carry the luggage, not myself. Though I had the feeling that my father should not carry my luggage, still I justified myself with my thoughts, son's thoughts, that father is the right person. We rested at two places. On the way, had our tiffin, but we hardly talked. We barely talked. Finally, we reached Dhiran. So 3 kilometers he had one stop, and another two places we stopped for having some rest, some tiffin, and then again we came to our destination, bus stop, Dhiran. The bus from Tawang, T-A-W-A-N-G, Tawang. The bus from Tawang has to come here. So it still did not come over there. And the bus from Tawang had not yet reached Dhiran. And so we had some time in hand. So the bus which has to come from Tawang did not continue the paragraph where we have stopped. So father appeared where we are. The son felt useless in spite of he being young and quite powerful in his muscles. So they have come to Dhiran, that is the bus from the bus stop, and the bus from Tawang has not yet arrived. So the father and son had some time to spend together. So what did they do? We entered a tea shop and sat facing each other. Both father and son went to a tea shop to have a cup of tea. Father appeared tired. I felt sorry for him, but could not bring myself to say anything. Here, the son or the character of our story, the hero of our story, is not completely a villain. He had the feeling that he should help his father, he should know his father, he should care for his father. But he did not have the strength to overcome himself. So what happened is that though he knows his father is tired, he should help him, he should not give him so much burden, but still you see here the son was not able to express himself. So that is a drawback. So that we should not have whenever we are in the relation with our own family members. I felt sorry for him, but could not bring myself to say anything. So this sentence is very important. We all love most of our people, and we want to tell them anything. We want to care for them. We want to say that we love you, we care for you, but we are not able to do. That hesitation should not be there. That is very important. So that hesitation should be deleted from us. That feeling should come out. We should express to our family members how much we love them. So the author here tries to elevate us that we should be able to express our feelings towards our dear ones. Okay? Then I asked the waiter. You know the waiter? Waiter is a person in the hotel, in the restaurant whom he works. He comes and supplies us whatever we order. So the son asked the waiter to get us 2 cups of tea. Just as I was going to take my first sip, I heard father's voice. Do you have a pair of old shoes? So they both sat down in a tea shop, they ordered for tea, and the son was ready to take his first sip. He heard his father talking. His father was saying, do you have a pair of old shoes? Father is asking something to his son. Why? I asked. Why? The road is uneven and full of pebbles. It hurts while walking. The father said, the road which we have in the village are not pakka, they are all kacha roads. It's full of small stones, pebbles, small stones. And when I walk barefoot, it hurts. For the first time, the son noticed the father's feet. I looked at my father's bare feet. His father was not wearing any footwear. His father was completely bare feet. And imagine his father walking so long from his hometown, to Dhiran, their bus stop, without footwear. And and he has crossed the number of hills and all the rough roads. Imagine. And the father was not tired. He did not complain that he cannot walk. But the son was already tired. Even now the father is not complaining. The father is just requesting the son if he has any old shoes. So I looked at my father's bare feet. Never having worn shoes, his feet had developed cracks and somehow resembled those of an elephant. First time his son saw at his father's feet, and his father never wore in his life footwear, and his feet was completely having cracks, and his feet were resembling elephant's feet. You know elephant's feet? They are very broad and they have number of cracks. If you have seen any elephant's feet, if you take a picture, go into the Googles, take a picture of the elephant's feet, you will see it is very, very rough. And the same way we have this father's feet also, very rough. And you know his father never wore a footwear. I noticed this for the first time. See, the son and the father lived right from the beginning. And here during the holidays, the son lived with his father for 6 months. He was enjoying his holidays. But here he never noticed his father's feet. For the first time he noticed. I hadn't noticed that the road was uneven. I did not have to since I was wearing a pair of hunting boots. He even did not know that the path which he has walked was uneven, was full of pebbles, full of rocks. He did not notice, the son did not notice because he was wearing hunting shoes, a very strong shoes. So he was not able to notice. But the son did not notice his father's feet also. And poor father walked all the way bare feet. Not only that day, every time he always has a bare feet. He never wore shoes all his life. And for the first time, he asked his son for a pair of old shoes. I checked my wallet. Wallet means purse. And saw I still had around ₹40 with me. The son felt very bad, very sad about his father. He quickly took out his purse to give the money to his father to buy a new pair of shoes. He had 40 rupees. A pair of canvas shoes would cost around 12 rupees, and the remaining amount would be enough for me to get to Bomdila. Bomdila is a place. Bomdila. B-O-M-D-I-L-A. Bomdila is the city where the son works. He has to go to this place. Follow? Did you follow it properly? From the hometown, the bus stop to Dirang. And from Dirang, the son has to go to Bomdila to attend his office, his duties here. So, he had 40 rupees, and out of 40 rupees, the son tried to calculate his money for giving new shoes to his father, and he thought 12 rupees is enough for a shoe, and he has still remaining money so that he can go to his office. The son felt very sad for his father, but the father did not like to take the money from the son. My father protested. Protested means what? Opposed. He said, no, Amma. No, beta. I don't want the money. I want only old shoes.